Hey Stalkers, welcome back to the Zone. Today we're talking about patch 1.4 for Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, and while it dropped with some solid improvements, it also stirred up some issues, but don't worry, GSC Game World is already on it. Let's dive into what's changed, what's broke, and the good news that's on the way. Patch 1.4 dropped with a bunch of optimization and technical tweaks, navigation fixes and visual updates, and general improvements to A-Life behavior, or so we thought. Turns out something was off. Players quickly noticed that persistent A-Life, one of the major immersion features, was suddenly missing from the patch notes. So what happened? Molt from GSC Game World replied on Discord, patch 1.4 fixed issues with A-Life characters, navigation, and movement beyond the visual distance, but the patch notes team accidentally used the wrong lines to describe the changes. To avoid confusion, we removed them. Sorry for the mix-up. So yeah, persistent A-Life wasn't added, just a slight mistake from GSC Game World. I hope to get involved in future patch testing soon, speaking with GSC on Twitter and dropping a message to Molt over on Discord. Hopefully we'll see the persistent A-Life feature in 1.5. If you're a console player, you may have noticed something even more annoying: broken stick sensitivity and super slow look speed. One player asked, is there a fix coming soon? Molt responded, yeah, trying to get it ready for the first hotfix. Good news that the fix is already in the works. There is no ETA just yet, but it's on GSC's radar and coming fast. Plus, I'll have an updated controller guide, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated. Another big one, PC players have been reporting hard crashes during shader compilation. We're talking exception, access violation errors, right at startup. A user role can't even play the game anymore since 1.4. Here's Molt again. Hello, yes, we're actively investigating and preparing a fix. So if you're stuck, hang tight, a patch is being worked on. No need to roll back for now, unless you're desperate. Well, let's shift gears. There's new content on the horizon. A fan asked, are you still planning to add new weapons and loot from mutants in Q2 2025? Molt confirmed, yeah, working on it. That's right, expect new mutant drops and firepower upgrades later this year. The arsenal's getting spicier. Finally, some confusion over weapon stats. A player asked, with handling replacing penetration, have penetration stats changed? Here's the full breakdown from Molt. Weapon stats weren't changed except for updates like RPM and RPG. The damage bar now represents the weapon's total damage, including penetration. So while penetration isn't shown as a separate stat anymore, it's still baked into the numbers. Nothing's being nerfed under the radar. So to sum it up, patch 1.4 is a bit of a mixed bag. Better A-Life behavior with missing notes, console issues incoming fix, shader crashes being tackled, and yes, new weapons and loot still coming soon. Big shout out to Molt and GSC for being transparent with the community, and of course to the fans asking the right questions. If you've got more questions or bugs to report, drop them over on the official Discord or tweet at GSC directly. And hey, if you want your question featured next time, comment below or ping me a message over on Twitter. I'll be testing the next hotfix as soon as it drops, so make sure to subscribe. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you in the next one.